Hello, ho, ho, listeners. Or should I say, ho, ho, holo? Or should I say, oh, ho, ho, hoy there? Or should I say, ho, ho, howdy? Okay, I'll stop. What are we talking about this month over on the Patreon, y'all? Well, that is for me to tease, and for you to listen and be teased, and for you to then sign up for the Patreon at the $5 a month tier so that you can hear the rest of it, because me and Leela are just so delightful and the subject matter is just so interesting. But anyway, what are we talking about this month? The Muppet Christmas Carol movie. Yeah, it's a good one. So please enjoy this little teaser for our December bonus episode. Like we mentioned, the book is like extraordinarily short. It's like a 60-page book. It's like a 3-hour audiobook. So even the hour 25 Muppet movie had to stretch it a little bit. So they cast Gonzo as Charles Dickens, who's like narrating the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And they is his name Rizzo the Rat? Is that
Rizzo.
right? Rizzo the Rat as his buddy who keeps getting into shenanigans and hurting himself.
Yeah, he said I'm just here for the food. So.
And he acts like it.
Yeah, he does. He's a rat. What do you know? He's a rat.
I just love all of the Muppets hustling and bustling. And then there's just Michael Caine, like 4 times as tall as all of them, with like the grumpiest look on his face.
Yes, just taking this whole thing as serious as cancer. Like the most serious you could ever take anything. It's quite lovely. It's a great treatment. I've heard them say before. So like, there's 2 ways that's like the correct way to be like the human in the Muppets movies, and that's like, and there's a couple humans in this one, but like the human star, you either have to treat the Muppets like they're all just fellow actors and treat it serious, or you act like you're a Muppet among them.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. And Michael Caine obviously takes the first approach because he is an actor.
He is an actor. Like, he
does it with such gravitas.
Yeah, yeah. He's just amazing in it. He really cries and everything.
Yes, he gives it his all. Let me see. Is he? I'm checking that he's still with us. Yes. It's so wild because this was 30 years ago. And he looks old as fuck in this movie.
Yeah, he does.
And he is still with us.
He's 91. God bless him.
He's still acting, ?
Yeah.
So he has looked elder for many years now.
Yeah, it's like a Maggie Smith thing. Like,
yeah, the British, I think, just classical British actors are just aging differently.
Yeah, well, I always say, in England, everybody ages like milk pretty much from what I see. So...
Yeah, although Michael Caine, they slapped some cool glasses on him in his latest pictures, and it's like, yeah, sure. He's a dapper old gent. He still looks like Michael Caine. Ooh, he was hot.
Wait, what? Let me look at young
Michael. Let me get a different picture.
Young Michael Caine. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, daddy.
Fucking stud. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. He's a little
I'd give him the time of day.
Oh, yeah. I would, too. I'd let him cock me. You know what I mean?
Was he James Bond? Or was he was definitely in something like that looks like James Bond and all these.
Look like that. I have not seen him in any old stuff that he's been in. I think I literally only know him from 2 other movies. And that would be the
Austin Powers.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. I was going to say the Batman movies with
oh yeah, of
Christian
course.
Bale, of course, the best of Alfred.
I think that is such like an underuse of him, kind of.
Yeah.
To make him be Alfred. I don't really remember those movies, but
all those push-ups for if you can't move a bloody log or whatever. And then he's also in this movie that I think is like a secret Christian movie because I had it on DVD called Not Between the Lines. Secondhand Lions with Haley Joel Osment.
I kind of remember never watching that.
Okay.
Did they get secondhand lions? Is that what happened?
I don't even know why it's called that, but I again, it was one of our one of our DVDs we had, so I watched it incessantly.
Haley Joel Osment does kind of have Christian propaganda face.
Yeah.
Or at least he did. He did when he was younger. Actually, I recently saw him. Oh, was he in What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes. He was in What We Do in the Shadows. I hear he's extremely funny and seems like a very cool dude, actually.
Okay. But as a youth, real Christian child face.
Yep. So anyway, those are the only things I've actually seen him in. But you said he's also in Austin Powers.
He plays Nigel Powers, Austin Powers' dad.
Oh, okay.
His cunty dad. It's quite fun to watch.
Okay. And which one of the sequels?
The third one.
Oh no.
He's like better at hitting on Beyonce than Austin is, and he gets really jealous. And then Michael Caine says, "Have an issue? Here's a tissue," and it's so cunty. Something else about this movie is I don't really know about puppet life. Okay, I don't know about puppet life, but when I was listening to what's his name, Mr. Eagle or whatever. The guy who he's always graduating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Eagle, I was like, that's Frank Oz. Like, yeah. I'm not familiar with the Muppets. I didn't know that, but I could totally hear it. Yeah. I was like, this is literally Frank Oz.
So Frank Oz plays a lot of Muppets. Frank Oz, of course, plays Miss Piggy. Frank Oz plays Fozzie Bear, who, by the way, that is a very funny use of him because the employer's name is Fezziwig in the original text.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about that.
They just call him Fozziewig, and that's so cute.
The casting writes itself.
Yeah, and then just like a lot of like random other characters. You're like, well, I know that throaty voice anywhere. that's Frankie Boy. That's Yoda.
That's cool for me to learn as a non-puppeteer.
a non-Muppet. I wonder what like Muppet heads call themselves.
Huh.
Muppet fans.
Are you Googling it?
Muppet fans.
I found a forum from 2005 complaining about how they don't have a name.
Naming the Muppet fan. Oh, I found it too. I think I like either Muppies, Muppites, or Muppetops.
Muppaholics. Lame.
Muppies is fine. So this is a great movie. I don't know if I don't think we're gonna just read the synopsis to you because
no, you guys know the Christmas. Okay,
yeah,
I'll do this. Unfortunately, Lelia has been banned from synopses.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna do a synopsis.
Okay.
This film version, not most other versions, is framed by the author Charles Dickens telling this story, but it's about this guy. What is he? He's a landlord. That's his career. He's doing, or like a property manager.
Yeah, because he's always he's always working on stuff, like writing down important documents and having all his workers work on important documents. So,
yeah, but he's talking about evicting people on Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's just like a really bad person, and he's really, really, really stingy. He underpays his staff, and he hates his life, and he thinks everyone's an idiot for liking Christmas and their wives.
Yeah.
And so the ghost of his previous business partner, Marley, I almost said Bob Marley. It's Bob Cratchit and Mr. Marley.
Yes.
Mr. Marley comes to Ebenezer Scrooge on Christmas Eve and is like, I'm in hell. It's really bad here. You should change your ways. 3 ghosts are going to come change your mind. I hope you enjoyed this preview of our Muppet Christmas Carol bonus episode over on the Patreon. Like I mentioned at the top, you can sign up for our Patreon too for a mere $5 a month. That's $1.25 a week. Okay, think about it this way. If we were friends and about once a week I asked you to borrow about $1, would you do it? I think you would, because you're a good friend. Just putting that in perspective for you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Saturnalia, Happy Yule, Happy Winter Solstice, whatever the fuck you're doing, happy. New Year. That's a thing that's coming too. It exists. You can't deny it. Anyway, it's late. I love you guys. Sign up for the Patreon. Okay, bye.